The more you put yourself out there, the stronger you will become, the stronger your voice will become, and the more you will be visible instead of being invisible. Hey, I'm Lisa Hugo, and I am obsessed with helping other people find their voices so they can go out and take on the world, be seen as an authority, an expert, and grow their business by sharing that knowledge and expertise with others. Now, I studied performing arts, and I spent 20 years of my career traveling the world as a professional singer-songwriter. I teach you the secrets to speak up and be heard, overcome your fears, and then use these skills to build a business and a life that you love and that could change both your own life and the lives of others. This is your one-stop shop for all things that are going to help you to build a life on your terms. This is Impact Through Voice. Well, hey there, and welcome to another episode of the Impact Through Voice podcast with me, your host, Lisa Hugo. Today, we're diving into a topic that I feel is incredibly important for everyone, but in particular for us entrepreneurs. And that's how we, as entrepreneurs, often become our own biggest obstacles when it comes to achieving our goals. I mean, I have seen it over and over again. Brilliant people with powerful voices and amazing messages hold themselves back because of a few key mistakes and misconceptions. So in this episode, I'm going to talk about 5 of the most common ways entrepreneurs stand in their own way. And these are some of the things that block us from growing our businesses and using our voices to make an impact. So if you're ready to break through those barriers and start moving toward the success you deserve, then let's dive in. Let's get started. The first topic I want to kick things off with is worrying about the competition. It is so easy to look around and think, oh, they've got a better business. They're doing it better than me. They sound better than me. They're more confident than me. They've got it all together. When you're focused on what others are doing, it can make you doubt your own abilities and feel like you're not good enough. You might be worried that they'll take your clients, or maybe their success makes you question your own success and your own voice. But the reality is, competition doesn't diminish your unique voice or your message. In fact, the more you focus on your competition, the more you weaken your ability to connect with your audience. Your clients choose you for your voice, your style, and your story, and not because you sound like someone else. So when you speak, focus on what makes you and your business unique. Let your authentic voice come through. And when you embrace your voice, the right clients will be drawn to you, and your competition will no longer seem like a threat. And Steve Jobs says, don't look at the competition and try to do it better. Look at the competition and try to do it different. All right. The second point is worrying about what others will think. And we've all been there, holding ourselves back from saying what we really want because we're worried about what others will think. Doesn't matter if it's speaking up on a webinar, recording a video, recording an ad, or putting something out on social, or just sharing your thoughts with a client. That little voice in the back of your mind might whisper, what if they don't like what I say? Every time you hold back, you are diluting the power of your voice. Constantly worrying about other people's opinions is like putting a filter on your own message. When you stop worrying about judgment and start to speak your own truth, well, that's when real connections start to happen. Your voice is your most powerful tool for establishing trust, credibility, and authority, and not everyone will get it, and that's okay. But the ones who do are going to be drawn to your authenticity. So next time you're tempted to edit yourself or hold yourself back from putting something out there because of fear of judgment, remember, your authentic voice is what really, really matters. Okay, point number 3, perfectionism. Waiting until you're absolutely perfect before you get started. This is such a huge barrier for so many entrepreneurs. You might be waiting to speak up or to launch your next project because you don't feel ready. Maybe you're waiting for your voice to be flawless or your message to be perfect. But in actual fact, perfection is an illusion. Perfection doesn't exist. If you wait until you feel perfect to start, you're probably never going to take that first step at all. Your voice doesn't need to be flawless. Your message doesn't need to be flawless to make an impact. It just needs to be real. Every successful person who you admired didn't start with a perfect message or a polished delivery. They got there by getting started, putting themselves out there, and then improving as they went along. So it doesn't matter if you're waiting to launch a program, record a video, get out on stage, give a talk, just get started. Your voice will grow stronger with every single step that you take, and so will your confidence. Point number 4, not having a solid strategy to get clients for your business. One of the biggest mistakes that I see entrepreneurs making is not really having a clear plan to attract clients. You might be speaking to audiences or putting content out there, going to networking events, writing blogs, doing all of these things for your business, but you don't have a solid strategy. I call it the no strategy. It feels like it's a never-ending hustle. And that's where your voice comes in. If you've got a well thought out, proven strategy that includes using your voice, maybe on webinars, in videos, in ads, on client calls, then you can attract the right people consistently and effortlessly, literally on autopilot. And I teach that in my expert launch program. So instead of chasing clients, your voice will draw them in because it's clear, it's focused, it demonstrates authority, it demonstrates likability, believability, trust, and it's aligned with the message that they need to hear right in that moment when they're searching for the help that you can offer. I can tell you, automating things in your business is an absolute game changer. And imagine this, your voice is out there and it's working for you even when you're not actually speaking, maybe even when you are sleeping. So if you understand how to implement this solid strategy and set up systems that allow your message to keep reaching your clients 24/7, this is going to give you more time and more freedom while still being able to grow your business. And the last point number 5, is not investing in yourself. Every time you hesitate to invest in your growth, in refining your voice, in learning new skills, in surrounding yourself with people who are going to inspire you and give you the drive and momentum to want to push yourself harder, you're limiting the impact that you can make. Success isn't just about hustling and working really hard. In fact, that's what I used to think. I used to work crazy hours, one-on-one coaching, 6 days a week, and sometimes 15 hours a day. And I thought that was a reflection of being successful. But it wasn't smart. And it was burning me out. I wasn't enjoying what I was doing anymore. And I was missing out on valuable time with my family, with my friends. And it was when I learned to invest in getting other people's help, in something bigger than what I was, that's when I really started to grow. So identify what it is that you need help with, what you want to learn, what you need to grow, whether it's coaching, courses, or practice. Every time you invest in yourself, you're saying yes to more confidence, to more opportunities, to more success. And the more you invest in your ability to communicate and connect with others, the more powerful your voice then becomes. So don't be afraid to put resources into developing your skills, and especially your greatest asset, and that is your voice. Your voice has the potential to open doors, create lasting impact, motivate people, inspire people, but only if you're willing to nurture it and develop it. So this has been a super short episode, but ultimately, we are often our own biggest enemies when it comes to chasing our dreams. But the good news is, when you recognize these mistakes, worrying about the competition, being afraid of judgment, waiting for perfection, lacking a strategy, and not investing in yourself, then you can start making different choices, doing things differently. You hear me talk about this a lot, DSDing, doing something different. Your voice has the power to transform your business and your life, but it starts with using it. And stop worrying about what other people will think. It's going to help you to show up authentically, confidently, and without any hesitation. So my final thought for you, don't wait for the perfect moment and don't let fear hold you back. Your voice is already incredibly powerful. It's time to go out and use it. And the more you put yourself out there, the stronger you will become, the stronger your voice will become, and the more you will be visible instead of being invisible. All right. Thanks so much for tuning into this short episode. And as always, I'm always cheering for your success. I'll see you in the next episode. Thanks for tuning in to another episode of the Impact Through Voice podcast. Now, if you've reached the end of this episode, then it means you're enjoying the podcast. So I have a quick favor to ask. If you haven't yet subscribed, please go and do it now and even leave us a review, because it really does help us so much to reach more people and impact more people. And I would be very, very grateful. Now, I love to read all of your comments about the show and what you're enjoying, what you would like to hear more of. So please take the time and go and do that now. When you do that, please take a screenshot and then tag me on Facebook or Instagram. That's Lisa Hugo Official. I'm going to be sure to share your post, and I'm also going to private DM you with a thank you. And it also means you won't miss an episode. And as a subscriber, then you're going to get access to more content that we don't even open up to everybody. So thanks again. And until next time, keep on working towards your goals and making a positive impact on the world with your voice.